All right, what's up guys? Today is one of my favorite topics to talk about. It's all about building rapport and relationships in two of the biggest aspects of your business. In fact, I think the two biggest aspects that help you scale with stability. Number one is how do we retain, hire, and keep the most incredible talent possible? And on the second thing, how do we retain and keep the most incredible clients possible? So here's what I want you to do. Today, we're gonna talk about this in the framework of bringing on clients, all right? How do we bring on clients in a way that make them want to stay with us, grow with us, learn with us, build a relationship with us? How do we lower churn as much as possible? How do we create clients that give us referrals? I'm gonna give you a framework in 5 minutes that I think will help you improve all of this. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to list out 5 or 6 touch points you have with your clients, like just right now. They could be your first sales call. They could be your email. Man, every time I bring on a new client, I've got an email that's all about onboarding. They could be, I have a weekly chat. I have a follow-up call. I have a close call. I want you to give me 5 touch points in your business, all right? Write those down, and then I want you to put them to the side. And all I want you to do is, as I'm talking about these levels of service, there's gonna be 6 of them, I want you to be thinking about which level is each one of those touch points on. Now, I want you to answer this, and then later on, I want you to send this video to one of your team members, and I want you to have them, like, don't give them your numbers, just, hey, team member, account manager, COO, whatever, take these 6 or 7 touch points, and I want you to tell me what level you think. The key is, how do we uplift our service? Now, before I even get going further, big shout out to Ron Kaufman. He wrote the book on this, literally, and I highly recommend go to get the book, Uplifting Service by Ron Kaufman. Okay, the first level of service that we have is basic. Remember, there's 6. So basic is just that. It's actually, they ordered this, I gave them this. It's nothing special, nothing indifferent. You gave them what they asked for. If I order a hamburger at a restaurant, they gave me a hamburger. Let's correlate this to communication today for the sake of this example. Bob sends me an email. He sends me that email at Friday at 5 o'clock. At a basic level, I need to respond to the email, right? Like, I can't just leave my clients hanging. Okay, so at the basic level, I'm going to respond. Right? Okay, now the next level is expected. Expected. What do you think your clients expect from you? So we're going through each one of these touch points that you wrote out, and we're going to give the example of email. Bob wrote me an email at 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. At minimum, I need to respond to him probably the next week. But the expectation of my client is probably to respond Monday or Tuesday, right? Sends me an email on the afternoon of Friday. The expectation is probably to get back an email the next week, right? So we have basic, got to email him back, but probably the expectations are Monday and Tuesday. Again, we're going down this list. The next one is desired. Going back to that email we got. At minimum, you got to respond. The expectation is maybe like Monday or Tuesday respond, but man, if JC could respond on this weekend, I know he's probably at home, I know he's with his family, but if he could respond this weekend, that would be really great. What are your clients in each one of these touch points, what do you believe that they desire? Basic, expected, desired. Now, the next one is surprising. Surprising, right? So, oh man, I sent JC that email. It was Friday afternoon. My expectation is that maybe he gets back Monday or Tuesday. Oh, I wish he would get back to me on maybe like Saturday. Holy, man, he already responded. This is incredible. He got back to me Friday. That's so surprising. I am genuinely surprised. If I go to a restaurant, at minimum, when I order food, I have a certain, I order a hamburger, they got to give me a hamburger. My expectation is that it's a really good hamburger. My desire is that not only is it a great hamburger, but it's affordable, or it's a great service, or my water never gets down fully empty. I'm surprised. Man, have you ever been to one of those restaurants where they throw in ice cream? Like, man, would you like some ice cream? It's on the house today or something. Like, you get this surprising factor. How often of your touch points are you going above and beyond the desires of your client, guys? And the last level, we're going to give 6, there's only 5. The last level going upward here is unbelievable. Holy cow. And what happens in these levels right here is we build rapport. The Bible says that love covers a multitude of sins, and this is what we're after. I want to create a business that we surprise and delight our clients, that we create an unbelievable experience, and through creating an unbelievable experience, we're going to build rapport, and we're going to have trust. The Bible says, again, that it overcomes a multitude of sins in the same way as in your business. You build unbelievable experiences. You surprise and delight your clients, not if things mess up, but when things mess up. How much easier is it to overcome? How much easier is it to push forward? Now, I told you there were 6 levels. There's also one located way down here, and it is also unbelievable. So in today's lesson, and this will help you so much. In today's lesson, all I want you to do is, here's my 7 touch points. Which level do I believe they're on? And with each level, how do I uplift it? How could I take something that's expected and desired? You see, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a staircase. This is an escalator, and it's going this direction. Because if you meet the desires of your clients, before too long, they become an expectation. You hear what I'm saying? So we got to always be innovating. How am I constantly going above and beyond for my clients? Now, I told you that it also ties back to other things. So this is from a client standpoint. How do we retain and create incredible clients that we have a lot of rapport with and love with? But guys, this also works for our team. When I onboard team members and I'm trying to create team members that want to stay with me and learn from me and grow with me and be advocates for my organization, what do you think the best way to create loyalty is? It's to figure out my onboarding processes, my monthly reporting and how I pay and all of these touch points I have with my team. How do I create surprising and eventually unbelievable experiences with each one of them? Now, there's seasons when this is really difficult, and I've been through them myself, but there's seasons when you're super capable of making this happen. Today's encouragement is just be intentional with how you serve the people around you. And if you get this right, it's the foundation for scaling with stability. Have an idea, thought, comment, make sure to throw that thing below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.